Good morning. Okay, I wanted to do a quick video for new people coming into Steam for the first time, mainly people from Tron or people re-looking at Steam because of the Tron news. So I'm quickly going to rapidly go through this. This is one of the ways that I post video indirectly via a DApp that runs on top of the Steam blockchain, but also has its own blockchain called Avalon. So the first thing you're going to want to do if you're brand new to Steam is you end up with like 4 keys to manage your Steam account, which might be scary for people who don't blog or not a blogger. Maybe you just play games on Tron, but you're interested in using Steam and blogging and getting used to communities. Heartily recommend that you get this Steam keychain. This is the actual Chrome version. You can get it for Firefox as well. This will just make managing the interactions with the Steam blockchain a lot easier because it has the ability to store all of those 4 keys. I think actually 3 keys: the memo, the posting, and the owner. I think you're never gonna need to, or you shouldn't ever need to put your master into any kind of extension or plugin, because that could render your whole account obsolete if somebody got control over it all. So I think it's the owner, posting key, and memo key. So install that. Really cool. You step through it, you end up with like a little extension that looks like this. Then you can manage all your accounts all through there, and just at the time of when you need it, it will pop up and you enter your master password to, if you've set one, to get into Steam keychain, and then it fills in all that stuff, so you don't have to remember that incredibly long but very secure code to log it in. Right, first thing I want to show you is the service that I use on a daily basis, which is called d.tube. So it's similar in a way to the styling of YouTube, apart from this runs on a decentralized platform. So it runs on something called ipfs, which is Interplanetary File System, which is a open source code base which the team behind d.tube are using to store videos, and they have their own hosting, and I think there's a couple of servers actually where you can host on. So you'll see in the top left hand corner here, you've got like the Steam logo and my username. That means that I'm logged in with my Steam account under Team Humble, but underneath there's also a d.tube account. So what d.tube did is they splintered off. They have the voting and commenting of Steam and the upvoting, and then they've got Avalon, which is their own blockchain that they designed. And you have an account on that one as well. Now with the Avalon thing, that depends on if you're going to get a vote or not from the d.tube account. But also they're migrating away, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure if they're migrating away. But in May time, they are launching their own coin, which is the DTC. And so you can actually buy that if you go over to token.d.tube and buy into that. This is a test net right now. So this has been running for, I don't know, maybe 6 months or more. I am actually an Avalon leader server over there. I think I'm like really far down the thing, like 27th or something like that. These are all dead accounts above me, unfortunately. But yeah, 27th on there. And I've been running a little server ever since to support Avalon and d.tube. So I can go in here if I want to and click on the upload, and I can select the upload server, which is cluster.dtube, and then I can just drag and drop my video file here. I tend to use MP4 files, they seem to work better, and then I just wait and step through all the instructions that come on screen, which is like the title and the body, all the stuff that you're used to with Steam. So I can either use this front end, or there's a great service out there called oneloveipfs, which is decentralized file storage and everything you need to go with it. So these are a separate group. They're people who post on d.tube, and they're actually, a lot of the team are in the d.tube Discord, but they've also got a dedicated company set up. And I just tried them to see what they're like, and they're actually really cool. And I mad respect for also updating to Gatsby on the front end, even though the ordering thing is still the old site. It's good to see that they're using some super fast tools, up to date. Static web hosting, if you like. If you go over to their site, order.oneloveipfs, they've got this IPFS hosting from $3 a month, which is incredibly cheap, all the way up to like $60 a month. In that $3 package, which I heartily recommend if you are looking to support decentralized video hosting, or you are a YouTuber who's been content striked a lot in 2019 and 2020, and you're looking to host your video files somewhere else. You could use things like lbry, and there's a bunch of tools that are coming out like Skynet, where you can post your stuff, but ipfs is one of the early ones to actually do this. And so these guys are supporting ipfs. So you get 16 gig of data storage on 2 separate nodes, access to the oneloveipfs uploader, which I'm going to show you in a second, 24/7 live support, which I have to say their support is absolutely first class, and a paid Discord ipfs bot access for content posted to dtube and dsound. So dtube, like I just showed you the video on, dsound is like a SoundCloud for audio. All right, so I have the $3 a month just to try it out. It's rock solid. This is what it looks like if you go to their uploader. So it's uploader.onelove.tube, and then you just click on login at the top right hand corner, and like it says, Avalon blockchain is currently a public testnet, which means all tokens earned on Avalon may be lost during a chain reset. Despite that Avalon login is optional, please take note that your video must be posted on Avalon to be eligible for d.tube curation. So I'm just logging in as my this is my username on both Steem and also on their Avalon blockchain. They actually did a thing at the beginning of the crossover to their other chain, which ran them in parallel, which I think is mad respect to d.tube for doing that. But they ran both Steem, the ability to post on Steem and Avalon at the same time, and they made it really easy to do. And then underneath, you just log in with your Avalon blockchain password, and then click on login with Steem keychain, and you'll notice what will happen is log me straight in. Normally it comes up with a little request on the right hand side, but I've already logged in and used the keychain this morning, so it's active. And then you get this really cool page, which is just upload the MP4 file. So I'm going to actually step through this because I need to do this. So I'm going to upload my d.tube version. Now I can also go to advanced here, and if I want to upload a 480 version. So I'm actually going to bring up, no, wrong app, not image apps in. I'm going to actually bring up an app here which is free, which is called Handbrake. And while I'm filling this in, I'm just going to bring up the d.tube video, and I have settings in here where I can just go to d.tube, and I'm going to do 480p, and I'm just going to put 480 onto the title, and add to queue and start. This is a free piece of software. All I'm doing now is taking my full HT version, 720p version, and I'm converting it to a 480 version. Now, why am I doing that? I'm doing that for speed. So if people are on a low internet connection, automatically on something like YouTube, it will work out the data rate and serve up you a version that they've converted automatically for you. Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily work on systems that are brand new like d.tube because of engineering and the amount of time that would take, and servers and CPU and everything. So you can upload your own versions of it, so upload user encoded versions. So I do that for people who have a poor connection or don't necessarily want to watch in HD. Maybe they're on a limited cellular connection. So I can actually add in a 240, 480, 720, 1080 all in here, and it will, on the actual player, you can select the different versions. So it's slightly different way. You've kind of probably got used to it on YouTube, converting it automatically for you. So that's just running in the background. So you'd enter in your thumbnail. So I think I've got a thumbnail that I saved already. I'm just gonna have a look, see if I've got it already. No, these are for other ones. I have to actually download it, but you can see it's super easy. Put a title, description, put some tags in, and then we do like the Avalon vote up to like 10%. Click on upload, and then what happens is it posts that to the Steem blockchain with a graphic, the graphic that you selected on here, the uploader thumbnail. And then when you click on that thumbnail, it takes you through to d.tube, and you can watch it. Now, why use this over d.tube? Well, this pins it on their enterprise class servers, so I get a better serving up of that video, but I also get the technical support if I have any issues. Highly recommend it. It's like $3 a month to use. If you're looking at ipfs and you're looking to move away, you're building your own community, you want to support some of these new technologies, this is the way to do it. Also, I should stress as well, if we go over to Steemit right now, now that Steemit has now rolled out their communities, if we click on communities here, you'll notice that if I click on one of these communities, just do explore communities for everything, you'll see that d.tube is actually second in all of the communities, and I expect this to be first in either a matter of days or a week's time. So the biggest community on Steemit is the d.tube posters who post video every single day. I would love to see more video on the Steem blockchain, and hopefully with Justin Sun and his BitTorrent technology and all of that good stuff, we will start to see a different kind of portal appearing, video based, hopefully with sort of textual conversations at the side of it. All right, that's it for me. I will catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching.